Upbeat, lightly folk-infused intro music begins and fades into the background. Have you ever heard a voice that feels like home? A voice that carries the scent of rain-soaked earth, the energy of a festival, and the quiet ache of a lonely night. For millions in Assam and beyond, that voice belongs to one man, Zubeen Garg. But to call him just a singer is like calling the mighty Brahmaputra just a river. Zubeen is a force of nature, composer, actor, filmmaker, poet, and the undisputed cultural heartbeat of a generation. His story isn't just about music. It's about how one man became the soul of his people, bridging tradition and modernity and taking a regional dialect to the global stage. This is the story of Zubeen Garg, the voice of a river, the soul of a generation. Born in 1972, in Assam, Zubeen's home was a symphony. His father was a poet, his mother a talented singer. Music wasn't a hobby. It was the air they breathed. While other kids were learning their ABCs, Zubeen was mastering ragas and learning the tabla. He grew up on the legends Bhupen Hazarika and Jinta Hazarika, but his heart wasn't set on imitation. It was set on creation. As a teenager in Jorhat, he was a whirlwind of experimentation. He'd fused traditional Bihu rhythms with the raw energy of a rock guitar, weaving Assamese folk melodies with Western chords. Friends remember him as a musical wizard who could play almost any instrument he touched. He was a rebel with a cause, and his cause was to redefine Assamese music. But talent alone doesn't guarantee success. In the late 80s, Assamese music scene was small. Zubeen moved to Guwahati with little more than his guitar and a burning ambition. He played at small college shows, local functions, anywhere he could find an audience. His early recordings were raw, but his voice was undeniable. It was emotional, versatile, and incredibly fresh. It could capture the fierce spirit of a rebel one moment and the tender pain of a lover the next. Then, in 1992, everything changed. He released his debut Assamese album, Anomika. The title track wasn't just a song. It became an anthem. For the youth of Assami, it was a revelation. Zubeen showed them that their own language, their own culture, could be modern, cool, and profoundly emotional. Anomika wasn't just an album. It was the sound of a new era dawning. After Anomika, Zubeen Garg was unstoppable. Album after album, Paki Mayabini, Shrabanurgaran became instant classics, whose music was a beautiful chaos of genres. Who could sing a romantic ballad, a devotional bhajan, and a folk rock anthem with equal mastery. He became the go-to composer for Assamese films, his voice becoming the emotional backbone of movies like Monjai and Mission China. He wasn't just a star. He was the soundtrack to life in Assam. And then, in 2006, the boy from Assam conquered Bollywood. The song was Waya Ali from the movie Gangster. Its haunting, passionate melody, carried by Zubeen's raw, anguish-filled voice, captivated the entire nation. It was unlike anything mainstream Indian pop had heard before. Suddenly, Zubeen Garg was a household name across India. Awards poured in, but for Zubeen, the real prize was building a bridge from his homeland to the rest of the world. Despite the nationwide fame, Zubeen never left Assam behind. He continued to sing prolifically in Assamese, Bengali, and other regional languages. He wasn't interested in the fleeting glamour of Bollywood. His heart remains tethered to the banks of the Brahmaputra. For him, success was never about the money or the fame. It was about connecting with people, about making them feel. Zubeen was never just a singer. He was a creative volcano, constantly erupting with new ideas. He composed thousands of songs, acted in and directed films, wrote poetry, and even painted. His film, Mission China, which he also directed, was a blockbuster that tackled complex themes of identity and conflict. He was a storyteller in every sense of the word. His lyrics were pure poetry, love letters to his homeland. Lines like Moi Aksamia Mermon Zadu Zorai, I am Assamese, my soul is a free bird, captured the pride and spirit of his people. You can't talk about Zubeen without understanding his profound bond with Assam. He wasn't just an entertainer, he was family. He was the voice that played during floods and festivals, a symbol of hope that a boy from a small state could shine on the world's biggest stages. He called Assam his mother and the Brahmaputra his muse. His concerts were less like performances and more like massive family reunions, where crowds didn't just listen, they worshipped. In return, he gave back with an open heart. Through his foundation and personal donations, he supported everything from flood relief to rural artists. He firmly believed, if my songs cannot heal my people, what is the point of singing? This blend of art and activism defined his career. Zubeen lived the life of a true artist, passionate, unpredictable, and fiercely authentic. His studio was his temple, a place of dim lights and spiritual immersion in melody. Hughes, known for his fiery intensity, but also for his deep compassion. His candid and outspoken nature often landed him in controversies, and his health scare sent waves of worry across the state. But his fans loved him for his realness. They forgave his flaws because they knew his heart was in the right place. Every time he stumbled, the people of Assam collectively prayed for him, a testament to their unbreakable bond. As he once said, I have made mistakes, but every mistake became a song. That's how I live. Zubeen Garg's legacy isn't measured in his 20,000+ songs or countless awards. It's measured in the way he inspired a generation of Assamese youth to pick up a guitar and sing in their mother tongue with pride. He modernized Assamese music without stripping it of its soul. He took the folk traditions of his land and gave them a global voice. Proving that you could be proudly Assamese and still speak to the entire world. His journey mirrors the journey of Assam itself, a story of struggle, beauty, rebellion, and resilience. Like the Brahmaputra, his music flows on, sometimes calm, sometimes wild, but always unstoppable. He taught us that art is not for fame, but for feeling. It's for survival. Zubeen Garg lived fiercely, loved deeply, and sang with an honesty that is rare in any industry. For millions, he remains more than an icon. He is a heartbeat. And as long as the Brahmaputra flows, as long as a young musician strums a guitar in a college hostel, the spirit of Zubeen Garg will live on eternal, unbroken, and forever free. Thank you so much for watching. If you were moved by Zubeen's story, please hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel for more stories about incredible artists who changed the world. Let us know in the comments which Zubeen Garg song is your favorite. See you in the next one.